Noswaith pawb. Heno, dwi'n mynd I siarad, and waith pwysig eswythfa bost. Many of you will know about the appalling miscarriage of justice involving postal workers and the faulty Horizon IT system. Hundreds of postmasters throughout the country have been victims of this travesty, including 2 former postmasters here on Anglesey. This week we saw another important step forward in affected postmasters' fight for justice, with the Court of Appeal announcing the decision to quash the convictions of 39 postmasters. This is in addition to the 6 convictions quashed by the Crown Court in December last year. It's now thought that more than 700 postmasters were wrongly convicted of offences between 2000 and the year 2014. The government has launched a comprehensive inquiry into how this tragedy could possibly have transpired, and this is an inquiry that I resolutely support. The consequences on the lives of the victims of this miscarriage of justice are simply too terrible to comprehend. Reputations, marriages and careers have been destroyed, and for some they were even stripped of their freedom as they were wrongly imprisoned. Speaking in Parliament on Monday, during the Post Office Court of Appeal judgment questions, I asked the Minister responsible for the Post Office network, Paul Scully. Marjorie Lorraine Williams and Noel Thomas, both from my Ynys constituency, were among those who had their lives turned upside down by this appalling miscarriage of justice. And I followed with, does the Minister agree that postmasters such as Ian Ashworth, who runs the post office in the Chocolate Box next to my office in Holyhead, provide vital services to our communities across the UK? And does he further commit that the UK government will act to ensure that this can never happen again? And in reply, the Minister stated, my honourable friend is right. We have the likes of Ian Ashworth across the country offering social value. People will be interested and want to act as postmasters only if they're confident that they have the backing of the post office, that something like this, as happened to Noel Thomas and Marjorie Lorraine Williams, can never happen again. We need to get those answers, and through this inquiry, we need to ensure that this can never happen again. These postmasters have endured a nightmare that is difficult to comprehend. Their good reputations have been tarnished, they've been wrongly convicted, and in some cases, such as Noel's, wrongly imprisoned. I felt it was right that the innocence of Noel and Marjorie was put on record in Parliament. These victims need to have answers, and we all need to have confidence that such an appalling situation can never be allowed to happen again. And I hope the inquiry gets to the bottom of what so badly went wrong. Our post office and Royal Mail play a crucial role in our communities and in supporting our businesses. Over the past 14 months, when so many of us have been separated from our friends and loved ones, the service provided by our postal workers in helping to keep us connected has been more invaluable than ever. While so many of us have been able to work from the safety of our homes, postal workers have worked throughout the pandemic and have risen to the huge challenges of delivering unprecedented volumes of letters and parcels. These are truly essential workers and they deserve our thanks. Diolch. Throughout the pandemic, few sectors have been impacted more than the hospitality sector. Despite enduring months of forced closure, pubs, restaurants and cafes have rallied to support communities and have made Herculean efforts to protect those most vulnerable to this terrible virus. This week, the sector has finally been allowed to reopen for outdoor service, and I'd like to thank our island's hospitality businesses once again for all that they've done and to wish them all the luck that they deserve for the weeks and months ahead. I know how much effort has gone into making businesses safe for their staff and their customers. And wherever possible, I encourage all of you to take every opportunity to support these businesses that have contributed so much during times of such hardship. Diolch am wrando. Tan y tro nesa.